You might be looking at the title and thinking, oh, this must be something in Kirby's kit, possibly down special, Kirby's up tilt. Well, despite Kirby actually being absolutely overcooked in this game, no, it's not these moves. Yet true, these moves do become pretty bad in Melee. They were both probably way too strong in 64, but no, it's not even these moves. The move that got nerfed the hardest from 64 to Melee was actually to Captain Falcon. A certain elbow to the sky that potentially has never been seen before outside of this Smash game. It's never been reused in any future iteration of the series. It completely disappears from Captain Falcon's kit, as up smash pretty much changes completely. And while this move looks like a simple elbow attack, this is actually the fastest smash attack in the whole series. Yes, smash attacks are supposed to be slower. They're mostly supposed to have a bit of lag to compensate for how much stronger, hopefully stronger, unless your NES is Melee up smash or down smash. Okay, what was the point of this? I don't know. Captain Falcon's up smash is frame 4, which is not only the fastest smash attack in the game, but this actually beats a lot of characters' tilts as far as speed goes, making this attack a strong way of breaking out of pressure, and even better, out of shield. Normally doing a smash attack out of shield is not something I would ever say, especially on this channel. It's not something I would recommend, and like I stated earlier, there's baked-in startup to a lot of moves, like Donkey Kong's forward smash. If you try this out of shield, you'd be kind of silly. But the move breaks its own conventions of being a smash attack. You are normally using smash attacks that are supposed to be strong. This is the fastest smash attack in the whole series. Yes, I know what you're thinking. What happened? Well, the one negative the move has is it is definitely weaker. This is by far the weakest smash attack in the game. It makes up for this though by it can literally combo into itself. Yes, you're not double taking here. The move, you can just do it again. You can up smash again and again and again. I'm not kidding. It even has an amazing amount of coverage, more than you would probably think a simple elbow attack would have. It's by far Falcon's best option on the ground, and it can lead into his grab, or he can choose an aerial follow-up out of it, like chaining up air into a kill move, or another more common one being up smash into back air. The move deals 17%, and its knockback scaling is extremely low, which is why it's so good for comboing. And it also does a high amount of hit stun. It won't KO until roughly 195%. It's still considered to be Captain Falcon's best move in the game, despite its very strange quirks of it not being that good at what it's technically supposed to do, being a KO option. The fact it comes out at frame 4, to put it in perspective, it's only 3 frames away from Melee Fox's Shine, which is widely considered one of the best moves in Smash. The 64 iteration of Captain Falcon has other strange quirks that commonly are forgotten in Smash. And I honestly wish some of these aspects were maybe lifted into another character. And no, I'm not talking about Ganondorf. He doesn't count. He never counts. The 64 Nair is actually very iconic to this iteration of the move. Yes, it's called a sex kick. Or the up special being a strong KO tool. Or his up air ladder combos that lead into Falcon Punch. I know everyone loves Melee Falcon. It's definitely probably the hypest version of Falcon, especially for its knee. But the 64 Captain Falcon it just has its own cool stuff going on. And if they brought these things back to another character, I think it'd be kind of cool. But the move got nerfed to hell and back, which is why we tie this back to the title. Remember how you guys really liked it in 64? Well, we're taking it out entirely and replacing it. And boy, did they do that. Up smash in Melee changed from an elbow attack to being a double kick attack. Now you can argue that if Melee Falcon had the 64 up smash, he probably would have been a problem. I just imagine up smash into knee being too good of a combo. I'm glad maybe we dodged a bullet there. I'm not gonna say I'm the hugest fan of what they did to him, but they made up smash into a rather inconsistent and mediocre move. First of all, its hitbox sizes were something I actually praised previously, but this move actually has terrible coverage in Melee. It's quite the opposite of the 64 iteration in almost every single way. It can actually KO now. It's Falcon's highest damaging move in his kit. The problem is, what I stated earlier, is this move is becoming almost the exact opposite of the 64 iteration, losing all of its positives that it was meant for having. Its speed, utility, and range all gone. While it is a beefier attack, you can definitely combo with it if you do want to attempt that. The level of combos that are possible with it are nearly not the same, and they're really percent dependent. The problem is, if you're trying to kill with this move, which I'm sure a lot of you are probably going to want to do now since, I mean, it is more powerful, it is actually harder to do than you think. But don't get me wrong, if you do want to use up smash and knee combos, they do sort of work. This move's range is lackluster. It's not going to be an option for openly fishing for up smash into knee. Its utility is rather questionable, but it is significantly more laggier than it was before, as this was previously 64's fastest up smash in the game, and now it's one of the slowest in the game. The startup was increased by 17 frames. Yes, 17 frames. That doesn't happen often. Sakurai definitely knew about this move in 64. Now it's 21 frames total. It's crazy. This wouldn't be as much of a problem if the move had decent amounts of range. It would be a better sell for killing with it. However, its range was absolutely gutted, and good luck trying to spam this move multiple times in a row to try to even hit with it once. The second hit of this move is especially hard to hit, as its hitbox size is relatively tiny, which limits this move a lot. You can't even cheese people with it as you could on the ledge like you could in 64. The first hit can always be ASDI downward to avoid being comboed, and the second hit is really inconsistent. Even though this move does look suspiciously quick, it's just not. ASDI and downward out of this move is probably not going to be an everyday option when you try to avoid up smash, but the fact that this is possible is pretty bad. And this shows how this move was just nerfed significantly. But let's see how it changed moving forward. In Brawl, Captain Falcon was made even worse as a character being significantly toned down into a sluggish character. This was a strange choice, as this was one of Melee's strongest characters and probably one of the most iconic iterations of Captain Falcon. The downfall should truly be studied, as this applies to his up smash. Up smash was made even slower, being 61 frames, and they gave the move even more startup and end lag than before. Both of its hits on up smash have been increased startup wise from 21 to 27 and then to 28 for the second hit. Its damage was even nerfed, and the second hit has reduced knockback scaling, which is going to hurt its utility for racking up damage and KO power. It even has increased end lag, which makes this up smash even worse than it was previously. As well, the move has considerably more range. He's just much slower in this game, and also this is the worst version of Captain Falcon. Like, why in any way was this good? This is not a good idea. Also, this first hit's leg hitboxes have gained set knockback, going from 0 to 20, allowing it to actually connect more frequently and do what it's supposed to do, lead the first hit into the second. Regardless of this, the second hit's sour spot has moved to Captain Falcon's hips and the sweet spots to the leg. So this makes it actually a little bit easier to hit this time around. And the first hit actually does what it's supposed to do. And the second hit has more knockback scaling, which is good because this is the hit, is what you're going to want to KO your opponent with. The changes to hit stun canceling and DI also grant this move more combo potential against fast followers at lower percentages. This actually is the iteration of up smash where it became a lot better, and they basically made it into a more reliable tool. Sure, it's still slow, but now it has deceptive amounts of range this time around. And these buffs are actually what made this move a better sell in Smash 4. The move even has less end lag this time around. I mean, I would hope so, right? So he's not like Brawl Falcon with a terrible jump squat. Also dealing more damage and having a longer duration and more consistency when it comes to landing that first to second hit. It became the second strongest up smash in the game thanks to balance patch. As yes, the little old up smash that could actually not kill, can actually kill now. It's a really beefy attack. It's actually one of the most damage dealing up smashes in the game outside of, Heroes and Lucario's up smashes with their own mechanics. These changes are honestly what the Melee and Brawl versions would have loved to have. Even though its utility is completely different now, you can do some similar things that you could back in the day with the 64 iteration even, so there is that. But it's funny to see how one of the fastest smash attacks in the game got nerfed so hard to being one of the worst smash attacks and then became actually a lot better later on. Don't sleep on Captain Falcon's up smash. Moral of the story. Thank you guys for watching the video. There's a Patreon down below. There's also an Instagram if you guys want to follow that, link down below, and a Discord. Take care, you guys. Peace.